there's a big changes in Toa Payoh as well. So, okay, let's start now. Now, today there will be a lot of writing, and like I mentioned before, every lesson is different. So regardless whether you're Express or IP or NA, okay, the basic English is that you need to use it from your day-to-day usage of English. Okay, just to test you, okay, let's start off with Susan. What do you mean by PD tab? How do we use PD tab?
It means position, direction, time, and
wow, out of 5, you got 3 correct, you know. Well done, no? In fact, some of my Set2 student and my Set4 student, after 2 weeks plus, they still cannot, P stand for place. D stand for where? D stand for, is it directions? Then T stand for
time.
where? Yes, A ne? Yes.
A stands for I forgot.
No problem. How about Winnie? What do you think A stand for? Qingye, are you okay? Oh, you're putting an eye drop. Okay, sorry. Yes. Zixing, what do you think A stand for?
I'm not sure.
Okay, yeah, by the way, just now I forgot to ask you, what literature books are you going to take? Or you're having it? Do you have any literature, right?
I don't think so.
Oh, surprising. Okay. Never mind, let's go. A stands for actions and behavior. So now when I'm going to go through the passage, I want you to tell me, all right, Esther, Winnie, Susan, Qingye, Hao Shen will be not in looking at the video, and Natalie, Ethan, Yibao, and Zixing. What we have here is this that we done last week, that how we're going to use actions, behavior, directions to tell someone that what is happening in a passage, or okay, things like this. Okay, let's start off with this. Okay, see whether you get it. Now, for this editing, especially for Express students, okay, we're going to do an editing based on this. Let me share with you. It is very useful. Okay, Express student, listen up. As well, I think some of the IP students might be using this as well. I know some IP school, they're also using this for their practices for their Set1 and Set2 English, right? Set3, Set4, they'll be a bit totally different. You really have to read a lot. So, editing, we are talking about, pay attention, Qingye and all of you, okay? Editing, we are talking about using GPS. Whether you're looking at in any of the Compo or Compre or whatever it is, you need to know, first of all, grammar. What is the PPF stand for? It stands for past, present, and future tense. Like this is already written to you, eat, ate, and eaten. Now, preposition is very important in any editing. Okay, eaten, Esther, we need please take note. All right. Preposition, there will be at least 2 or 3 prepositions in one editing, like it or not. Okay, right. So preposition, you know, there's about 150 of them. But most of the time, we use about 50 to use it in the day-to-day, very commonly used, all right? But preposition phrases will be more than that, all right? That will be the next lesson I want to talk about it. But because I intend to do this one, because your guys said once, most of the time, most of the school would like to start off with editing. Okay, that is the common. And you will be having WS1 or WA1's common test after the Chinese New Year, whether you like it or not. So even though Set1, you know, right, Qingye and Susan, you all don't have exam, right? Esther?
We are doing coursework.
Coursework, yes. But that doesn't mean no exam, you'll be very happy, okay? So you know, right? Editing is part and parcel in your paper exams, okay? So Qingye, you are from Express. So like it or not, Qingye, good luck to you. You have to love your editing all the way to your set 4. But don't worry, Uncle Raymond will not try to help you because I don't like the word try. I will do my best to help you. Now, children, next is the structures. That's where the structure of English between the US and American. Guys, for goodness sake, Esther, can I use Gonna? No? You're gonna be wrong. Can I use the word gonna? Or can I use you ain't? Cannot. No, right? Why, Esther? What's wrong with gonna and ain't? You ain't gonna be right. Why? Why we can't use Gonna? Yes, Esther.
Because it's inappropriate.
Yeah, correct. You are right. But why? Imagine your son ask you, Mommy, why cannot use ain't and gonna? I watch YouTube, right? Okay, and I see that they're using it. Why can't I use it in here? I pass the next one again. Ethan, what do you think? Why we can't use the word gonna and ain't? And then the color is C-O-L-O-U-R, correct? Sometimes they spell in C-O-L-O-R, correct? Ethan, why is 什么不可以 spell C-O-L-O-R?
Because it's American.
Awesome. Yes, absolutely right. Awesome. We are learning, Susan. Susan, you're freezing. Oh, I thought you're freezing because you're not moving. So scary. You're so serious. Hey, hello, Susan, please. Please, this is not RV. This is freak class. Okay, must think like a freak. Like you see Qingye is so freak. You see his background and you see Yi Bao. Okay, must be something like that, must be crazy. Look at my background. You know how they draw me? I'm like Harry Potter with a wizard hat. Why you laugh at me, Susan? Why cannot be, man? Okay, 我拿扫把飞来飞去不可以吗？Zixing, I like that. Yeah, but that pig is very ugly, like got 4 ears, 4 eyes. Can you change nice? Is this a papa pig or what? Yes, come on, Susan. For goodness sake, relax, okay? Don't be so stressed out. The way I look at you, you know how? Oh, yo. I'm scared. Okay. Ethan, you are absolutely right. We are using British spelling. So please, Esther, do not use American spelling. All right. If you use that in your English, good luck to you, I tell you. If you're going to mark by, okay, Esther, sorry, inside. Okay, now, all right. So you're going to go for the Cambridge examiner. And the British people is going to mark your paper. If you can put the word gonna and ain't, I tell you, good luck. In my opinions, okay, I feel that the American and the UK are really not very close. You look at it, their civil wars, it tells you, right? Okay, so that's how I feel it. So please follow the British spelling, which is the United Kingdom. Okay, now I test you, Okay, Susan, since you're so serious, I give you a very, very serious question. 为什么 Okay, so for example, Winnie or Qingye or Zixing or Eden and Yibao and Esther come to tell you, Susan, I come from England. I come from Scotland. I come from Northern Ireland. I come from Wales. Then Qingye so 好脸, you know it's 好脸, right? Very proud. Qingye say, I come from Great Britain. Then Yibao will tell you, I come from United Kingdom. Then you just 讲 Susan, you're blurry. Susan, you see, you look at Susan so serious. So Susan will say, 鸡蛋糕到底你们是从哪个国家来的? Susan, which is correct? Do you know about that, Ethan? Zixing? Yes, Qingye, you want to say something? Yes.
Britain is part of United Kingdom.
I can't hear you. Your answer is very close, but can you go to your mic?
Britain is part of United Kingdom.
Britain is part of United Kingdom. Awesome.
Yes.
How you know? You Google, right?
Because like UK is like a lot of, it's like quite a lot of countries. It's not just like one Britain.
Correct. You are right, Qingye. Well done. High five. I give you high 6. Keep the change. So United, I like that, Winnie. How can you make Mona Lisa so ugly? Ayo, imagine my cousin Leonardo see this. He will be very angry. Okay, please. All right. So anyway, Qing you are right. United Kingdom is similar to the United States of America, which United States of America got 50 states. United Kingdom consists of 4 countries. My goodness, the thing. Ayo, I hate SpongeBob SquarePants. Seriously, I hate the cartoons. Okay, I like Powerpuff Girl. So we have United Kingdom, which consists of England, Wales, Scotland, and that's the guy wears skirt one, the Scotland wears skirt one, and then Northern Ireland. Okay, Susan. So these are the 4 countries that complete the United Kingdom, or called the Great Britain. All right. So this is how it works. All right. So I hate the Scottish people who speak English. Seriously, Susan. I don't know if they speak English or they do this. So how did you do? What for Steve? Oh, how is that good weather? So Qingye said, excuse me, you speak Singlish or English? You don't believe, you go. I really cannot take it, Winnie. I really cannot take it at your background. It's so funny. I cannot take it. I can't imagine Mona Lisa do that. Okay, sorry. So I'm turning my side. So Susan, Scottish people, the way they talk, because their weather, they are very cold. So this is just to give you some idea, right? So now take notes. Please do not use the American English. All right. And then Ethan, maybe I ask Yibao, how do you pronounce DATA?
Data.
Wait, sorry, I typed to. How pronounce again?
Data.
Data. You know, Australian people pronounce what? You know how you pronounce the same? Data. 我还给他 roti prata 嘞，对吗？ Oh, I love this one, Winnie. I think this one will be better, thanks. Because my dog is like that. Mine is a Japanese Spitz. Okay, so I prefer this one. This one is the cousins of the wolf. So cute. I think the dog is cuter than you. Sorry, Winnie. Sorry. Okay, so that is pronounced as data and data. So I don't laugh at children, because these lessons, if some of you has completed with, are going to complete with me for the next few years, we are going to do oral. So we must know the pronunciation correctly. Now, next, you have to read the passage 2 or 3 times. Now you're in set 1. For goodness sake, Susan. Yes, Susan. Turn here, turn there, turn here, and turn there. That's the way, correct? Don't be so serious. Yeah, you must turn here, turn there. I know in school you turn here, turn there. The teacher says, Susan, 你屁股有刺不可以坐好好的吗？整天转来转去。前面的女孩看过来，跟我坐好好。Sorry, here you must be yourself. 你要吃东西，像那个纸巾这样，那个后面那个要吃整个 balloon 都吃，我不管你。Okay, I got one set 2 boy, very funny. He did not turn on the camera. Say, where are you, uncle? I'm in the toilet shitting. Do you want me to turn on the camera? It's okay. So I got the other student saying, yeah, but I can smell you. Serious. He still can answer back, serious. Oh my God, Iba. You know, I really cannot take it. This 2 set 2 boy, I was like, all the whole class in the Zoom was like, Oh, I didn't know we got the latest Zoom technology that can smell your poop. My goodness. Ayo. But they have been with me for a while already. That's why they can joke. And to be honest, Qingye, I like the way you laugh, and Susan. Okay, we are supposed to laugh in this way and enjoy. Now that is really joking. Now we are going to more serious. Ready? I would like you to know, look at this. Why we read 2 or 3 times is very important. Don't ever read a passage 1 time, okay? Right, Zixin, Ethan, take note, and Esther. Don't read 1 time, once. You at least 2 or 3 times. Now let's go through this one here, okay? Now, this is taken from a set 1 passage. Well, we call GPS. Now you must know, all of you must know, when you're reading a passage, it's not global positioning system. Susan, Ethan, and Yibao, and all of you to see. We call it grammar, preposition, and the structure of English. So, Susan, 喝下去. Oh, I know, teacher. Drink go down. Oh my goodness. 秦野, 跳下去嘞. Oh, I know, 秦野 teacher. Jump go down. Winnie, you might be laughing, right? I have a student really like that. 他把华文写到英文。Then 我有一个 set 4 set 3的 华文啊，sorry，a Sec3 English student 啊，他对华文是实在烂的。So he wrote in English like dear Susan, then right. So end of the conclusion, Susan, I wish you and have a good day, right? Okay, I wish you have a good day and take care. You know how he write Chinese? Susan, 祝你一个好天。我鸡蛋了一宝，你不要笑哦。当他在写这个，这个是考试嘞 ，exam 哦 ，Susan。In the exam， 刚好那个华文老师是 invigilator， 他走过，他不小心忽然间看到他写这个，祝你一个好天。那个老师真的是，他看到老师笑到，不懂是不是流眼泪 crying 哦。So don't laugh 啊 ，literally 啊，秦野，祝你一个好天。I can't take it. So 喝下去 is drink go down. So don't laugh. So this is called structures of English, children. Ethan, Zixing, and Esther, take note. The structure of English is very important. So I test you at Esther. Okay. If someone say you see what see, how do you transfer in English? So you see what see, Ethan and Zixing is 你看什么看对吗? Right, Susan, correct? 你看什么看? So I literally translate from Chinese to English. You see what see? I see do re mi. So is Esther, how do you translate this into English? The structure of English. Yes, Esther? Pomeranians. Sorry, we need. I prefer big dog. The dogs that I dislike most is the Chihuahua. Small dog bark so loud. Then we go near them, woo, he run like hell. I love German Shepherd. Yes, Esther. How do you translate that? Any idea? Esther, are you there? Sorry. Yes. It looks like your camera freeze. Oh no, okay, you're moving. Ethan, what do you think? See what? See, how do you translate in English? Ethan?
I know. Why not? Uncle Raymond, I know.
Yes.
What's your answer?
What's your answer?
What you looking?
What are you looking at, or why are you staring? Correct now, right? So in Chinese, we say "xiang." Singlish will say "excuse me." All right, but the British, sorry, I beg your pardon. Will you mind move aside? I need to go. Very long-winded, huh? Right, the British people very manners, right, Susan? 我们新加坡人就是用一个字"xiang." Excuse me, excuse me. You see, the structures of English is not right. So remember, when you are writing, you must put the proper English inside. Okay, without further ado, okay, is it okay for Zixing that you read to the class now? Now take note, children, you realize there's a black stripe there, a line separating. 秦野有吗？你看到吗？一宝有看到吗？一宝有吗？ There's a line, Ethan. You see there's a black color line, vertical line there. Yes. Now, I'm talking about every 3 words that you need to cut. For example, because you know why I cut this? There's a comma here. Okay, so every 3 words. That's why I told you 12 to 15 words. Okay, Esther, Zixing, take note. You realize every 3 words. So it's easier to identify the GPS, the grammar, the preposition, the structure of English. Okay, some of you may like to use this method. Let me share with you. Not 100% of my students love this method. Some find it very troublesome. Some love it so much that they do that. And please, when you're doing that in school, please use a pencil to cut. After cutting the words, please use your eraser to erase off. Okay, you know why? Because if your teacher were to see it, they find this method is very useful. Winnie, good luck to you. Your whole class will be using this formula. You know why? Don't laugh, seriously. My godson now is in I think in poly. When his editing was so poor, he used this method. He from a 2 marks to a 7 marks by using this method. Some don't like this method, very troublesome. So he forget to erase off, and the teachers share with the whole class. Okay, so good luck to you. Okay, so the best is use a pencil. Are you ready to see? Let's go.
Last summer, Regina Catterbourne and her husband Chris were on board a yacht cruising around the
Let's go. Mediterranean.
Mediterranean.
Mediterranean. You see, actually, hold on. If you see there's a double R inside, 拉长那个音 Mediterranean. You know where this place is? A beautiful place. Later you copy down and go and Google it. It's near Greece. It's so beautiful. The water there is really, I think, next time you marry, you go with your husband, go there honeymoon. It's so beautiful. The water is clear blue. Okay, carry on.
But the idyllic holiday scene was interrupted when they spotted something on the sea. My husband and I were on the deck and we saw a winter jacket floating in the water like a ghost, said Regina. They asked the captain how he ended up there. His face became very dark, but he said probably this person who was wearing it is not with us anymore. They realized it had probably.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Zixing. Well done. From this passage, from these few sentences, Zixing, how can you infer and imagine and describe about the scene here, Zixing?
I guess like they describe like what's floating on it and like yeah.
Huh? That's your answer? Cannot like that lah. Come on, some more. Don't be shy. Always children, if you're not sure, use the so then how. So is they're talking about this couple on a yacht, and then he saw a jacket floating in the sea there, in the sea, and then how he come about to know that this person no longer there is dead. Why? So this is where I think maybe this guy was maybe drowned. Then out of nowhere, how can this guy drown? I tell you, okay, okay, wait, before I tell you, so continue to explain further, please.
So yeah, the couple were on a holiday and then they spotted the winter jacket floating, and then they went to ask the captain how he ended up there.
I like the way you pronounce the word there. That's the way you pronounce. Good. Then?
So the captain probably knew like what happened to the person. That's why he was in the dark.
Well done, Zixing. 你可以这样讲话，为什么不要讲 ？Correct no? I don't like student don't talk one. Be talkative. Okay, if Susan, if your school teacher say you're not very talkative, I will go down and tell them you keep quiet. Let Susan talk. You need to talk, then you can learn, right? Susan agree now, right? If you don't talk, how? This is not a dumb or deaf class, 不是聋哑学校, right? Ethan. So from there, how can you tell, Ethan, are you there? Sorry, Ethan. So how can you tell that it's a very tragic, it's a tragedy that this person died? How can you tell? Are you ready? Now your turn to read. Let's go, Ethan.
The captain how it ended up there. His face became very dark.
You can start from here, my dear. Yeah, thank you.
They realized had probably belongs to one of the thousands of migrants who try to cross the Mediterranean to reach Europe.
Awesome. I like the way you pronounce the word Mediterranean. Mediterranean, 5 syllables. I think you are very good in rolling your tongue. That's the way you roll. Susan, seriously. Okay, that's how you pronounce. Awesome. Carry on.
1,889 have died in these waters since the start of the year. 1,600 of them since the beginning of June. According to the UN Refugee Agency, UNHCR, the definition moment for the couple came soon after, when they saw Pope Francis on television, calling the entrepreneurs to help
That's
those
right.
in need. We looked at each other, me and my husband, and we said, let's do something.
Okay, anyone can tell me who is Pope Francis? Esther? Who is Pope Francis? Any idea?
No.
Okay, how about Susan? Susan, I like your house. Next time can I go to your house? Very nice, very cozy. Who is Pope Francis?
I don't know who that guy is.
Okay, anyone here? Qingye? Okay, Winnie must know, Winnie. Winnie, you're from CHIJ. It's a Catholic school, right? Catholic always must do this. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, let's pray together. Winnie, I always do this. Alamak, headache lah. Jesus, I'm hungry. Jesus, I chest pain. Amen. Don't do that tomorrow and go to school and do this. My Uncle Raymond taught me headache, stomach, hungry, chest pain. Amen. Okay, so Catholic do that in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Pope Francis is actually the biggest among all the Catholic who stay in Vienna. No, not Vienna. Oh my goodness, where's the place? Oh, it's in Italy. I can't remember the place now. Shucks. Okay, he has his own soldiers and army. What is that? Vatican, sorry, stay in the Vatican, right? Winnie, you should know, right? No. Every Friday you all got chapel, right? Huh? Don't have chapel now? By right, you all have to have chapel, okay? So
I'm not a Catholic.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, it's for Catholic people. Sorry. Because I'm from a Christian school, but I'm non-Catholic school. So every Friday we have chapel. Whether you're Catholic, you're Christian, you have to attend the chapel the Friday. So the Malay will go to the mosque. So Winnie, Pope Francis is actually, you must know, okay, even though you're not Catholic, don't worry. Pope Francis, in case next time the fathers, the priests come to your school. Hi girl, Pope Francis, they say, excuse me, who is Pope Francis? I know BTS. I don't know who is Pope Francis. Oh my God, BTS. You know who is BTS, right, Susan? Yeah, actually, they are my cousin. Then you say, huh? They are Korean, but you're Singaporean. How can the hell you be? Cannot, man. Yeah. Okay, so Winnie, now you understand. Pope Francis is actually the biggest priest for all the 1 billion populations of Christian Catholics. That's the biggest. Now, you have to take note, I'm not sharing this Christianity value, but because Pope Francis is Catholic, they are, your Susan and the rest of you, Qingye will not be surprised to, ACS is also a Christian school, right?
Yes, and then I was from Cat High. So it was also
sorry?
Catholic school. I was from Cat High.
Wait. Sorry, Qingye. Cat High is Catholic school. ACS is not Catholic school.
It's Methodist.
Correct. Then very
Which is
confusing.
Christian.
Got Methodist, got Protestant, got Presbyterian, got Catholic, got Adventist. All because all of them are under Catholic family, but you have to look through the history why they break off. That one is a long story. But Pope Francis is where they stay in Vatican, and where this story is talking about a lot of people that I tell you, children, if you can Google it, I feel very disheartening when I saw this 2-year-old baby floating, his lifeless body was floating on the beach in France. So these are the refugees, this called the migrants, refugees who are fighting in Syria. So 因为他们 civil war, 他们跑掉, they ran away from their countries and took those boats over crowded and capsized, and then because of thunderstorm and the wave, and all these children without life jacket, drown and die. Okay. If you look at the picture, it's very, very sad. So the police really carry out the 2-year-old body, and the father was still alive, survived through this. So this is the story about, so every time, children, when you do your editing, you must give a title. So now I want to go through all of you. Please do not say, I don't know. At least give a title that's not more than 5 or 7 words. So I will give this title is that a title we'll talk. For me, I will give it as a trip to. No, cannot use a trip. I forgot the title. Let's think of a title, everyone. What do you think this title will be? I'm thinking. I'll say. I will say refugees escaping from a civil war, because this part they're talking about a lot of people dying, so they are helping them to have a good place to stay. So what is your answer, Qingye? What title will you give for this? Winnie, what title will you give? Oh, sorry, you're moving. Yeah, what title will you give, Winnie?
A ruined holiday.
A what?
A ruined.
A ruined holiday by the couples. That's a good one. Ibao, what is your answer for what's the title?
The title.
Yeah, what title will you give for this passage?
The yacht story.
Okay, fair enough.
I
Susan?
mean the yacht history. I think.
Not really close to that, because it's not really the history of the yacht, but it's some people who are here. The gist of the story is about people dying in the sea because they're running away from a civil war. Susan, what is your answer?
A tragic
The title.
discovery.
Sorry?
A tragic discovery.
Oh, that's a good one. Yes. Okay. Now you get it out. Ethan, what is yours?
Catastrophe in the Mediterranean.
Wow, that is a very super strong word and I love it. You can use it in your literature, catastrophe in the Mediterranean. A winter jacket. I like that, Winnie. Yeah, why not? The jacket can tell the story. Very good. You are using literature to enforce it. Well done. Zixing?
A different holiday.
Okay, but then if you put a different holidays, that means the gist of the story is a bit different. The main characters, the atmosphere and the rhythms may not be suitable for your title later on. So this is just only an extract of a passage itself, okay? So fair enough. Esther, what is your title for this? Yes, don't be shy, it's okay. There's no right or wrong answer. Don't worry, come on, girl, let's go. Yes, what is your answer? Yes, Esther. I come back to you, okay? Qingye, you haven't tell me what's your title for that?
A journey of a refugee.
Ah, I like that. It's true. But it's a very, I think you should put one word in a tragic journey. Agree not? I prefer the word tragic because 很多人死在那边. And I disagree with you, Winnie. How can you say best toilet service? Yo, BTS, how can be best toilet service? Unless you don't like BTS lah. My favorite is G-Dragon, okay? All right, so back to you, Esther. What do you think the title will be?
Maybe a special someone.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. A special someone. I think you are good to use that. You know why? It reminds me of this person. Because of this guy, Pope Francis, Esther, he changed the whole entire course. Hey, children, you agree or not, Qingye and Susan? If these people are in a yacht, 是不是很有钱的人？对不对？一定很有钱的吗？他吃饱没事做去yacht做什么？三单啊？Correct 了 ，Susan, correct 了。This one must be super rich people, then they go yacht. Or maybe they own the, hey, wait till you see my background. Because you know why? I love see a lot of yacht. And every time when I go to TikTok or Instagram, I see nice yacht. Oh, next time I show you next week. That this yacht is so huge. I dare not dare to change my screen now. If I change my screen now, after it hang, that's it. I'm very scared now. Okay, I will show you the real yacht inside. Really got helicopter one, got swimming pool. You know, you know how much is the whole bloody yacht, Susan? It's about $147 million. You know, I can fit how many people? There are so people are so rich. That time you tell me the Hua. Aiyo, cannot take it. Okay, thank you so
Sorry,
much.
but if the helicopter got aeroplane,
No, they got inside, still got another speedboat inside. Oh, I tell you, this really a super rich billionaire.
got the mini navy.
No. It's just that 就像你这样啦, you are a rich person, then you employ people to drive the yacht, and you got this waiter, got chef, and then you bring the whole, maybe your whole class to go there for your birthday party like that.
Wow, rich owner.
No, it's not rich. It's filthy rich, sir. 是非常有钱, okay? Can you imagine? I got one ex-student. He stay in Marina. No, sorry, he stay in Sentosa. No. Okay. When he was late for school, I asked him, why you late? Because as a discipline teacher, right? I catch latecomer. You know what he say? Ipa, my father can't start the yacht. Huh? Huh? Then it's like, hey, you want to give excuse already? Might as well you say my father can't start the helicopter. True not? 对吗？主持人，你不要喝水，等下那个水喷出来哦。还没有完啊。He came with Ferrari, no? His father came to my school with Ferrari, and they said my father can't start the Ferrari. Oh, 我真的想打他，扁他。Then my you know student council, student council, right? We was with me and said, Mr. Shang, he really stayed in Sentosa Cove. He really took a yacht to the harbor front, then he took the Ferrari to come to my school. Is that rich? So, 秦野, actually I want to ask you, 你的 daddy 要收干儿子吗？我要做他的干儿子。Okay, joke aside, so Yipao, really they are such a, okay, you work hard, you will get what you rewards. Okay, let's see the first one. I think the thing you read interrupted, you really read through the answer here. So you see first one is tenses. Look at number 2. Straight away is preposition already. Why is not on the sea, is in the sea? Why not under the sea? Under the sea. Little Mermaid, the cartoon, right? Why is it in the sea? Not under the sea, above the sea. Okay, that's the prepositions. Okay, I'm not going to deal with this so much here. The explanations. Okay, in the sea sounds more appropriate. On the sea is like the surface on top. Remember, in the bus, on the bus, inside the bus. Last week we talked about it. And there's a possibility for express student take notes. Okay, also even the IP student, you might do this also. There will be a two sentences that is correct. That means there is no problem with your grammar, preposition, and structures. Okay, for NT students, in fact, they will give them everything wrong, even underline for them. Okay, Susan, and yet they cannot do it. They still cannot do it. And seriously, that bad. So please, and then we have to know conjunctions. Of course, along the way for the whole year, Uncle Raymond will go through all the grammar rules. Like I say, I don't care whether you express IP, IB, or NA or NT. This is a very basic for every level. Oh, by the way, Winnie, this is extract from one of my books. Okay, I also teach adult learner. Okay, I got recently a poly student who retaking O level. Okay, he went to poly, but he feels his English. So he's using that, also learning this as what you're learning now. Okay, so there's no such thing as this is set 1 level or set 2 level. Okay, right, ready? Next one, the. Now, this one, take note, children. There's this thing called the article, the, and an. I will not do too much on today's lesson, but you must take note that the is a very, very important article to use. So for example, Ethan, if I say, please lend me a pencil, and please lend me the pencil that you lent me yesterday, it's a bit different. We always use the is more specific. That's all I can tell you. Then belongs is remember the tense, which is grammar, and then this and this. Seriously, Esther and Zixing, there are students still cannot differentiate between this and this. Seriously, not primary school. We are talking about even set 2 and set 3. So take note of that. Surprisingly, if I really, I've been teaching for 30 years, there are still students, after 1 year, 2 years, they still can tell me, this one is for plural, this one is for singular. No, seriously, Winnie, I'm serious. Really. No, you know why?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
The THIS, you can just break it into 2, then the is singular.
Okay. Oh, THIS, and this is the is. Okay, well done. That's the way. Okay, I didn't think of that. Thank you for sharing. Now, I was about to tell Winnie and the rest of you, some students who cannot do this because they are special needs. Okay, some of them are dyslexic, some of them are really special needs, who you tell them after a few months or few weeks, they will forget and then come back again. So you should thank God you are normal, true not? Okay, and don't ever have this kind of eyes go and看人低 about people, you cannot make it. No, you never know, right? You're still young, always eat humble pie. 要谦虚一点. Okay, now thanks. If this is, so the is become a singular. That's a good one. All right, so a tick here. There's nothing wrong with this sentence. Now you understand why I cut the words into 3. Later you're going to do the test later. Define, okay, defining. So you see the way you read, the definition movements for the couple came soon after. Sounds a bit weird, right, Zixing, right? The definition movement, quite, Ethan. Esther, you agree now? The definition movement. So it sounds a bit weird. Doesn't smooth it, the structure a bit weird, like drink go down. Okay, so the defining movement will be more sounds appropriate. So you see another in. So you realize that it's proven that this preposition is really, really super important. And this, you cut the word 333 like that. Okay, and now if you have print out the editing, please do this now. Okay, I need someone to read to the class. Same thing, okay, we're going to do this as a little test to see how good you are. And please be honest, don't cheat. Okay, from there you can tell, okay? Okay. Give me a minute. Okay. Who should I ask for? Susan, can you read to the class, please? From 1 to 5 until here. Let's go.
There are billions of bacteria in the human body. Most of these process peacefully within our own cells and even assist them, helping with digestion,
Synthesize vitamins,
shaping the immune system and fostering general health. Nearly all raw food too harbors bacteria. However, the microbes that produce food-borne illness are bugs of a different order, capable to causing severe illness and even death.
Thank you so much. Back to you, Esther. Manny. Your turn, Esther. Esther, your turn, Esther. Will you mind read to the class, please? Many of these.
I don't know why the bottom say you do not attempt to do it.
You can print out and then I want you to do it now. Okay, Esther?
Many of those microbes are present inside the animal we raise for food. When a food animal contains is
slaughtered,
its stomach contents or measure can need for processing. Fruits and vegetables can pick up the gas if washed or irrigated with water contaminating with
measure all human
Sewage.
sewage. The microbes can also hide and multiply on sponge things and
Yes.
worktops, where they are easily transferred to food or hands.
Very good. Good reading, at least loud and clear. Now your job now is to do this, children. If you have printed out this passage here, by right, you have 1, 2, 3, cut. 1, 2, 3, cut. 1, 2, 3. If there's a full stop, you cut. 1, 2, 3, cut. Okay, so next line, you don't count this already. You count this 1, 2, 3, you cut. 1, 2, 3, cut. 1, 2, 3, cut. Then what about this comma here? Once you see a comma, a full stop, or any punctuation, you don't care, you cut. Okay, then this one comma, also cut. This one comma, also cut. 1, 2, 3, cut. Then this one cut. The reason when you do this, sorry, I move out. You see, this is what it means. So when you cut the words, you see, when you cut the word, you can identify the mistake. You cut the word, you can identify the mistake. Okay, so when you cut, you see this person who, it should be the person who was wearing it with us no more. So why is it the? Because that is the person who was drowned wearing the winter jacket, has already kicked the bucket. So you see the. Now it makes sense? And then you realize that it's already proven that this method is workable. All right, so I give you about a few minutes to do this.
Already found a mistake.
Well done, let's go. Please do not share, huh? And there will be 2 tick.
Okay.
All right, there will be 2 tick. Let's see whether this cut every 3 words, I call cut 3, T-H-R-E-E, not T-R-E-E, the cut 3 words. Does it make sense for you, no, children? Does it really help you? Okay. Of course, with the first editing, you can't do much, but at least give you some idea. You have one upper hand, the rest with the rest of your classmates. So take note, children, take note, they may have a preposition, then also past, present, future tense, Zixing. Okay, Esther, well read, and then you must know whether is it the structures of English. Remember the GPS, Ethan, right? Ethan, I like the way you pronounce the word. Well done.
Milk a snake. Milk a snake, right? You can milk a cow.
Ethan, I can't see your face, so it's better to move down your camera so I know that you are doing your work. Okay, just like in the classroom, right? When you're doing an exercise, the teacher will be walking up and down to supervise to make sure that you do it. And the best is after doing it, use your camera, handphone to take a picture, all right? And put it into Google Classroom to let me take a look at your handwriting, okay? Yes, thank you, sir. I like that. I like that kind of response, Ipa, really.
What if I never print out?
It's okay, my dear. You just write down on a piece of paper and send it. And then just remember, like Ethan, you put number 1, number 2, number 3, It's okay. Okay? This is not school, don't worry. I won't punish you. I just want you to make sure that you learn. Tuition is supposed to learn extra thing to improve yourself. Okay?
But then how to actually do this? The one.
How to what? Sorry, I can't hear you the last part.
How to actually do this?
How to actually do this if you don't print out? True now. So you see, that's what I'm doing now. I'm using this here to cut. You can do that on your screen. Get it now?
How do I do that?
I beg your pardon? Oh, you can do it if you want to. If you don't want to do it to cut like that, it's okay. You can read the entire passage. And guys, remember, I want the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of you, plus those of you who are watching the video because you can't make it tonight. Okay, I want a title for this. So I will use the title Food and Me or Germs and Me. Winnie and her dog. No, that one no. That one is not.
Wait,
not
so the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all these numbers is just some titles.
No. You mean this one here?
Yeah.
No, this number 1 is actually looking for a mistake from here. Like this one, my dear. Thanks for asking. You see, like this one now, you see number 1 interrupted, right? You saw it, Ethan? So this is a mistake. So by right, if you print out, you're supposed to, let me see. You're supposed to use a pencil to circle it. Give me a minute. Can I do this? Okay, cannot do a circle. You're supposed to do a circle to circle the words here. No shit. No, must have shit. No fill. Okay, by right, you're supposed to do this, Ethan. Okay, set. As first students, you will see this very often, Yipao, all the way to your set 4. So remember to circle, Yipao. I got one student, he's from St. Gabriel, okay? But I always disturb him, you're from St. Garbage. I always disturb him, yeah. No, I always disturb him, but no, it's wrong to do that. So he got the answer mostly correct, but he forgot to circle it, no. And if you don't circle it in the exam, it's considered 0. 请给记住你一定要 circle 那个 mistake。我忘记跟你讲嘞 ，you have to circle it. And this is where, you see? Carefully read the text below, considering of 12 lines about bacteria. The first and the last line are correct. For 8 of the lines, there is one grammatical error in each. If there is no error in a line, put a tick in the space provided from 1 to 10. If the line is incorrect, circle the incorrect words and write the correct words in the space provided. The correct words you provide must not change the original meanings of the sentence. So, for example, if you say helping, you cannot change to assist. You get what I mean? You have to change to helped, ed, for example. So you see the circle words. I arrived to my destination. So I arrived at my destinations. So mother always wears sensible clothes. So this sentence, nothing wrong, then you put a tick. Get it now, Ethan? So give a title. So take note now, children. Okay, so for whether expense or IP, some school will do this. And at least now I introduce this to you now. At least you have a feel. And oh yeah, Uncle Raymond showed me this before. So I know what to do. Okay, right, Yibao, 明白吗? Your teacher ever show you this? Still play, choose CCA, correct? Logo journey. Then after that, Chinese New Year rush like hell. Then teach you 1 or 2 practice. Then you, 死了, 怎么办? No, children, seriously, that's not the way to study. 我们要未雨绸缪 Okay, agree, Susan? We must prepare in advance. If Singapore don't prepare in advance, China don't prepare in advance, we'll get attacked by other countries. That's it, the end already. Okay? So are you all done? Zixing, you also have this, Zixing. You also have this one?
No, like on Monday we LA, which is language arts, which is a English lesson. Then we did that as like a test.
Similar to this, is it?
Yeah, it's a story, then you have to edit.
Ah, you see? So, okay, it's already proven. So whether you are whatever level, you see, editing is very important to say. You know why? So one day, you are trained to be what you call a top management people. Okay? Like to say, I'm so sorry. I never believe every school is a good school one. NJ is one of the top elite school, especially coming from Lee Hsien Loong. Okay, NJC and Cat High, if you know. Cat High is also one from formerly from Lee Hsien Loong. That doesn't mean I relate to Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong. Okay, but I'm telling you, seriously, it's just like to say you're driving a Ferrari and Yi Bao is driving a Suzuki and Uncle Raymond is driving Mr. Bean car. Obviously, to say your car is and Yi Bao car is definitely more expensive. Or Yi Bao, you are driving a Mercedes. To say you're driving a Ferrari. Uncle Raymond is driving a Mr. Bean car. It's so obvious that, okay, why are you laughing, Winnie? What's wrong with Mr. Bean car? And every I'm doing an e-scooter, right? Susan. So 对吗？一样的，一个人住豪华的公寓，跟一个人住一个三房式，一个 one room flat. It's the same. It's just like last week I told you, right? When I was doing my police duty, my colleague came back, saw an old lady, 81 years old, die at home alone. I think it's a one room flat. Poor thing, right? Nobody take care of her. So you don't look at this nothing of Susan and Qingye, because in set 3, you're going to learn this type of topic, social study. Why we got problem of aging populations. Okay, like Susan, next time when you grow older, how many children you want to have? Some say, I don't want to have children. Some say, I need 1 children. Some my children is my dog. Oh my God, 死了咯。新加坡每个人像你这样不要生孩子，完蛋了，对吗？ Now you know why 什么中国是一个孩子不够，对不对？ So 就算你读到很厉害，一个国家没有 enough population to support it is 完蛋。So Zixing, thank you so much for sharing. Okay, so I hope with this method it can help you to use for your English arts lesson, is it? They call English art, right?
No, call it LA, language arts.
Sorry, language arts, right? Language arts lesson, yes. Why you want to flick over the fence to Nanyang girls? I was there before. They looks very nuts to me. Sorry. But don't forget, they look nuts, but they're going to be a top businesswomen and top people. Okay, you agree not to see? Right? You also look nuts to me, but remember, nuts run the big companies. Do you see any gangster run the big company? 千亿有，为什么没有 ？Susan 办高利贷吗？对不对？那个是 illegal business. Susan never do that. Okay, it's my job to catch them. 这对吗 ？Gangster, sorry， 不是说每个 gangster 是坏蛋。I do have friends who are a gangster. 把他们改过自新了，做正当生意了。那个是以前他们小时候年轻的时候不懂有些是进去 prison 出来改过自新 turn over a new leaf. Okay, so are you all done ready? Yipao, you finish? Esther, you done ready? Can I go through the answer? Because I still got other things to share with you. Okay, I give you 1 minute. Thank you, Zixing, so much for your sharing. Thank you. So at least it's proven, right? It really can be used in your IP lesson. By the way, those of you who are doing this, even Zixing, please do not spend more than 10 minutes, okay, Qingyue, to do this editing. Because in paper 1, ready? You still got this one to do. You still got situation writing to do. Okay? And then you still got this one to do. Later I'll show you, okay? Let's go through the answer first. Okay, I'll give you 1 more minute. 1 more minute. 一宝好了吗？ As you go higher to set 2, set 3, set 4, this editing will be getting more and more tougher. Continue to play whatever Minecraft COD game, but I think you should restrict yourself now. You have to read a lot of books, especially this kind of books here. No more go and read anime or manga. Okay, if you want to do that, do it during school holidays. If not, good luck to you. 你们好不容易进了这种好的学校，好的 class. If you're going to screw up your life and go back to what is this back to square one? 所谓我们华文讲过这句话，听过吗？子欣，前功尽弃，听过吗？有听过吗？前功尽弃，听过吗？苏珊，你有没有听过？ Susan always look very serious. Cannot take it. Just cannot take it. So serious. I tell you, Susan, if I go to RV, I think the whole class will be upside down. No, seriously. I will dress like some very clown like that. Yeah. Cannot take it. Okay, done for 1 minute. That's your answer. Ibao, can you read to the class, please? With the correct answer, of course. There are billions of bacteria. I can't hear you. You did not unmute your mic. Ibao, can you read to the class, please?
There are billions of bacteria in the human body. Most of these microbes coexist peacefully with our own cells and even assist them, helping with digestion, synthesizing vitamins, shaping the immune system, and
Fostering
microbes that
fostering general health.
What?
Fostering general health.
Oh, fostering general health. Nearly all raw food too harbors bacteria. However, the microbes that produce foodborne illness are bugs of a different order, capable of causing severe illness and even death. Many of these microbes are present in the animals we raise for food. When a food animal containing pathogens in slaughter.
Okay, never mind. Okay, never mind. Okay, so next, thank you, yeah, Yipao. Next one, let me call Susan. No, Susan read already. Chige. Your turn.
When a food animal
Karen.
when a food animal containing pathogens is slaughtered, its stomach contents of manure contained meat during processing.
すみませんだ。だってこの人でいつどいつからましたねの。このいつね、だとのsecret. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't hear you. Can you speak louder, please? If not, I talk to you in Japanese. ありがとう。When a food animal contains.
When a food animal containing pathogens is slaughtered, its stomach contents of manure contained meat during processing.
You see, stop. You see, just now Esther very quiet, talk very soft. But when she read now, she read very loud. And all of you read very loud. Qingye, just now you read very loud. Now you go down. Remember, Qingye, I'm not scolding you. If you are scared to read now, good luck to you. Because when you do oral, the two examiners are from another school. They are the first time going to read like to listen to you. And imagine, Qingye, you got all your A1s in your result. And then you go for interview and you talk like that. Good luck to you. Because I was an interviewer before in Fuji Xerox. Okay, in Siemens, in other big company, MNC, where interviews people, when they talk like that, straight away my mind switch off already. I will not want to accept this guy. I don't care whether you come from Harvard or Oxford. You can't even speak well. You can't even talk to me properly. How are you going to put you into a customer when you talk to customer, when you talk to the CEO, when you talk to your colleagues? True not, 曹青叶，明白吗？不要怕. You must be brave enough to read loud, okay? Right? If any, sorry, can I use this word? If not your parents, I don't think your parents will do that. If in school, if any idiots, I will use the word idiots, who tell you, hey, Qingye, can you don't slang like a more, don't read like that? Like what just now Ethan, Esther, and pronounce the word very slang with the word there, here, well done. I love it. I really love it. Hey, you're from ACS, no? You know, they are very good in speaking, and you're going to speak like that, people are going to look down on you, and people is going to bully you, no? Trust me. And I hate bully. Recently, you all watched the TikTok, right? Got this group of girls beating out another girl, right? Yeah. You know, if 10 years ago, all these girls would be inside the coffin already. I'm telling you, I was a discipline teacher. Okay, nobody dare to bully in my schools. And they got bullied in my school, good luck to them. The punishment is very serious from Uncle Raymond. Okay, I don't want to tell what kind of punishments. They know me. And especially when new students come into my school, I always tell the person, who anyone bully you, please come and see me. So guys, Qingye, if you're going to read like that, I'm so sorry. Your life is going to be FML. You know it's FML, right? Finish my life. So Qingye, be brave, okay? If you want to stay with Uncle Raymond for many years until you graduate, please be brave. Read well. Look at Susan Zixing. Look at Zixing, very cute about the way you read, very mature. Wow, I can't take it. Then look at Esther, very quiet. Then suddenly read. No, this is how I'm telling you, Qingye. When I like you, I will praise you. When you are no good, I will tell you on the spot. Fair enough? So you can change immediately. Let's go.
When a food animal containing pathogens is slaughtered, its stomach contents or manure contain.
I think you have to change your mic. Either you move your mic closer or you move it, okay? Get it? With a mic, with this one. You know the gamer mic? You have gamer mic. You don't play game, please. I don't know you come from which country, man. You must play game, lah. Don't play game, y'all. And get a life, Winnie, please. Okay, get a life. You must play some game, relax. Sometimes you need to relax. All works and no play make Winnie a down girl. Okay.
No fun games.
Okay, fair enough. If you say like that, it's a fair statement. Okay, Winnie. You know what my student do? Every time when you do Zoom, he will play chess. English chess. I knew it. Even though in the Zoom, I can say, can you stop playing your chess? He can tell me, Uncle Raymond, how come you know? 你的 spectacle 出卖了你. Reflection. Dumb, right, Susan? At least you take out your spec lah. You know, I know lah. Because he moved the chess, the horse, 那个将军那个马, the spec 出卖了他. I'm born at night, but I'm not born last night. Qingye, carry on.
When a food animal containing pathogens is slaughtered, its stomach contents or manure contained meat during processing. Fruits and vegetables can pick up the pathogens if washed or irrigated with water contaminated with manure or human sewage. The microbes can also hide and multiply on sponges, sinks, and worktops where they are easily transferred to food or hands.
Well done. Well read. Finally, last part. Very good. Zixing, okay desu ka? Okay desu ka?
I don't know. Japanese lesson was so hard for me.
Sorry. Okay desu. Mama desu. Okay. Domo arigato. Dewa mata. Okay, don't say sayonara. Say dewa mata. Means see you again. Okay. Now, let's go to this. How many of y'all get it correct? 1 to 10? If you need a screenshot, take it a screenshot. I need to move on. Now, this is the one thing, I just saw this message from Winnie. Why is this passage harder than in my school? So you have done one editing before already, Winnie? But don't worry, now you know the secret formula, right? So you take back the school one that day you had done and use the method that Uncle Raymond had taught you and see by cutting the words 3, 3, 3, you know what I mean, right? Okay, like cutting like that, the 3 to see whether it works or not. And please do not share with your classmate, okay? Why is it difficult? It's actually for my school, my previous school, okay, Winnie? All right, you're not the first one to say that it's difficult, but it's not difficult. Actually, you practice more, perfect practice make perfect, you will get it right. All right, I ever seen people got 10 upon 10, so to say, don't give up. For IP students, because your LA editing is a bit tougher, but similar to this kind of concept, okay? Now we are going to talk about situation writing. You should look at the printout here. So they are talking about this. Okay, as a quick one, so Yibao can, no, Yibao read already. Esther, I want to hear from you again. Your 15 years old cousin, let's go.
Your 15 years old cousin John and his 13 years old sister Jane from Malaysia were visiting you for 2 days in Singapore. They will be staying in your home and have asked you for advice on the activities to do while they are here. As they are only students, they have total combined good of $100 on the type of activities they are able to do.
Thank you. Back to you, Ethan. Write a letter.
Write a letter to your cousin suggesting an activity shown in the advertisement which requires some form of physical exercise, an activity which enables them to do some sightseeing at the same time, an indoor activity which allows them to have some form of workout.
Ethan?
Write the letter in clear, accurate English and in a welcoming, enthusiastic tone to encourage your cousins to look forward to the visit. You should also provide reasons for your choice of activities that you have planned for them to do too.
Your reading is good. And you have sometimes you halfway through, you got rhythm, that is good. But sometimes halfway your car got punctured. You know, you lost the track. So, but it's okay, Ethan. You need more practices on that, all right? So well done. It's some of the words that you pronounce is very accurate. So children, usually for the set 1 students, from my experience I've been teaching, unless there are changes, usually the first 2 months, you will be tested for editing and situation writing or essay. Like it or not, this is one. So next week or next month, I'm going to introduce called the raft. R stands for write down. Ready? You need to know this. This is a formula. Your school will give you different formula. Okay. R stands for your role. Your role is you. Okay. You as a cousin. That is your role. Stand for R. Okay. And A, who is your audience? The audience is John and his sister. That is your audience. What kind of formats do you think, Qingyue? What kind of format would that be? Can I pass to the next one?
Yes.
Okay, no problem. Susan, what kind of format do you think this would be?
A format.
Yeah, what kind of formats?
It's informal.
Yes, it's informal letter. Well done. That's the format. There are 7 different types of format. Whether you're express or IP students, take note. But along the way, Uncle Raymond will introduce one by one. If I'm not mistaken, for set 1, set 2, you will learn informal letter. Write down. Informal letter, sorry, one more time. Informal letter and formal letter, informal email and formal email, and maybe the last part you might giving you a proposal to propose to someone. For example, to propose to the principal to, let's say now, Susan, you're set 2. You want to propose your principal to have an open house. Now no more COVID, right, Susan? You want to have an open house to let them to come in to view your school and see whether after their PSLE, are they interested to join your school. Get it now? Okay, so you're absolutely right, Susan. You have to have this different type of format. That's the F format. The tone. What is the tone? Tone is here, my dear. Okay, so this is only part 1, children. It's up to you because I know this is beginning of the year. So every lesson I told you, I will give you the homework. So look at this one here. I think you've seen it in the homework that I sent to you, the lesson plan. So these are all the activities. Now, children, take note. Sometimes they will ask you to choose 2 activities from here. Listen carefully. When I say serious, please pay attention. Don't use your handphone. I know some of you are using your handphone now, but I'm okay with it. But when I say serious, please channel your concentration on this one. If they are giving you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right, children? Okay, Yipao, can you choose 2 for me now? Quick one, because time's up. Come on. Choose 2 for me. Any 2 from here.
Zip line.
Yeah, zip line and one more.
Frisbee on the beach.
Okay, frisbees on the beach. Now, Winnie, can you choose 2 that is not from here? That is below $100 budget. Get it? Remember? The key line is 不要这么多嘞，我们只有100块 to spend. So which are the 2 activities? I got 1 student, Winnie. Bring them to hawker center. Nothing wrong, Nothing wrong, what? Maybe in their whole life they never came, because you have to understand, you have to see where is your cousin come from? From Malaysia, 吗？对不对？ Maybe they never been to a hawker center in their life before. Don't laugh, Maybe your cousin is from a very kampong area. You know it's kampong, right? Okay, very rural area. Okay, so nothing wrong, because you're writing this to let the British examiner to mark. You know, Singapore got a very nice hawker food. So I got 1 student wrote about hawker center, which is nothing wrong. Okay, what about you, Winnie? Which are the 2 places that cannot be found here, but you want to introduce to your cousin? Esther, you tell Winnie, USS in Marina, in Sentosa. Esther, go and
But
tell.
that one is very expensive one.
Oh yeah, yeah, true, yeah. Maybe got discount, but no, correct. Maybe under 15. Yeah, you're right. What about MBS?
Watch a movie.
Movie. Okay lah. Maybe they never seen our new cinema. Fair enough, Winnie. What about Garden by the Bay?
Oh, I can take them to Jewel.
Oh yes. That's a good one. Another place will be wait. You know the Marina Barrage? I hope all of you this year can have the LGA learning journey to Asian Museum, to the Fort Canning, where the British surrendered to the Japanese, and there are some very nice Asian museums which I really enjoy. As a history teacher, I brought my students to all these places. It was really wonderful. I like history, right? So you can bring them to history, and guess what? They give very good rate for students, even free or even big discount. So take note, children. From now on today, please go and Google, children, write down some interesting site in Singapore. Write down, Google it, interesting site in Singapore for tourists. Can you write down this? Because you will be tested to choose 2 and ask you to do 2. Hey, Qingye and Ethan and Zixing and Esther, can I bring them to Botanic Garden? Susan, 可以吗? Botanic Garden, 可以吗? True not? Maybe you say, cousin, since you are taking biology, right, and you like plants, right, let me bring you to Botanic Garden. Correct not? Then you can say you bring them to the fish farm, the quail farm, but because they are coming from kampong, so they don't want to see this side. They want to see more adventurous. Maybe you can bring them to where? Orchard Road. True or not? And happen to come during Christmas time to see the lighting. Hey guys, please. This is got to do with your creative and freaking imaginations. All right? Please If you want to be a typical Singapore student and just spoon feeding you, sorry, you come in the wrong class already. Agree on Ibao, correct? You must think, and you're supposed to win me and beat me and give me good suggestion. Like just now, really, I agree with you. Isn't it very expensive? I didn't think of that. So sorry. Yes, you are absolutely right. I can bring them to the very clean Changi toilet. Hello, this is toilet in Changi Airport. Susan, 这个 cousin 真的有一点问题耶，带他去看厕所，子信。吃饱没事做看厕所，哎呦。But nothing wrong, You know why? I believe in their country. Jurong Bird Park. Then myself, you say you can talk about the night safari. True now, Susan and Zixing, right? And Esther, you agree now? Zoo. Wait. Got one more place. Suddenly you tell me about zoo. There's one more place. Jurong Bird Park.
There is a dinosaur place beside you.
Yes. Near the airport there, right? But I scared to go there, Winnie. Because I worry the dinosaur turn to real one after eat me up. Why you laughing, Qingye? I'm very creative, ma. I work halfway, the dinosaur scold me vulgar word, how? 你这个香蕉人，你来这边做什么？Are you talking to me? 难道我跟谁讲话？跟鬼讲话？You seriously talking to me? Susan, I just want to distress you. You're very serious. Okay, I like the one. I can't remember that part. I've not been there before. Seriously, it's too far. If you are staying in the east side, then you can visit that. One more. Fort Canning. You know Fort Canning? That place is where people go for dang. The wedding one, the side.
What about War Memorial?
Yes. Oh, I tell you, talking about that, you know who is Limbo Singh, right? You know who is Limbo Singh, right, Esther?
Yes, the guy that organized the thing.
I tell you what, every time when I bring my students for the past 7 years, I bring my student, I will walk past there. I will tell my student, for 1 year, I told my student, guys, you move ahead. Mr. Sean want to stop. So one of my students very kepo now, meaning, Mr. Sean, 什么事情? I just quietly walk to the Limbo Singh there, and I really bow down, salute to him. And I have 1 minute silent there. I was so surprised, when I turned around, I saw my student behind me did the same thing. I can tell you, listen to the rhythm of the falling rain, telling me what a fool I've been. I really start to. It's so interesting, right? That you really see to bring tears that the kids really respect this guy. So yeah, Winnie and Yipao, you can bring them to these memorials, this place there, which is good and cheap. And if they like history, you can just add in a bit. So, sorry, Esther? Esther, you saying something? Okay, so can you mind if you're not talking to me? Thank you. So now you get it. Children, please take note. Because some of the exam don't take for granted, you're going to choose everything. They might ask you to do out of 5, choose 2, and the other 2 suggest 2. Usually for set 1 at this moment may not, but sometimes your school may ask you to suggest one. So please type this, a list of interesting and attractive places in Singapore for tourists to visit. And then when you list it down, write down on the book, children, and copy it down somewhere. So when they come for this kind of situation writing, you will be very, very, very useful to use it. Okay? It's super useful. Now remember the rough. So next week, I may continue from here, but give me a while more. Before I forget. Okay, this is the one.
Teacher.
Yes.
Like the situation right there, I was supposed to do it as homework. We wait until.
Yes, it's a homework, but I told you before, it's not compulsory. It will be good that you do it and hand it to me. I'm not going to chase you, remember? My first lesson, I told you already. The more you do, the more I mark, that's all. If you don't do, I'm not going to call your parents, say, Susan, mommy, Susan very lazy, never do homework. I don't do these type of things. Okay, and don't ask your parents to call me, how come my daughter and my son never hand in homework? I think it's your responsibility to answer your parents. Agree or not, Agree or Winnie? Right? If a teacher were to tell your parents, I think you're not doing justice to yourself. You're very irresponsible kids already. Because if you do that next time, you also expect your children to have responsibility. Agree like 一宝，对吗? Right, so please be responsible. If you don't do because of school homework, fair enough. And please don't do a lousy homework and hand it to me, huh? Right? I want quality homework. I don't want last minute, like tomorrow is tuition, today you do that kind of things. Don't. Now, listen, pay attention. This one is super, super important. This is my formula that used for situation writing as well as essay, whether you're express, IP, NE, or NT, or even all the way to your university. You need setting. Agree or Susan? Just remember, Winnie, Esther, Ethan, Zixing, Yibao, Qingyue, Winnie and Susan, you are a director. 你是一个导演。When Susan, 你导演一个鬼的故事，你当然是要找一个鬼屋，对吗？对吗？如果他的 title 是haunted toilet， 你当然是要找一个 toilet， 对吗？你不可能找一个 classroom 的嘛，你明白我意思吗？ So there is a setting。然后 main character 当然你是要找一个有一个鬼，然后有一个 hero， 还有一个道士，对不对 ？Right, something like that. A Taoist, right? A medium. So if I say it's a setting, it's a birthday party, right, Esther? So the birthday party can be at home, can be a chalet, can be a hotel. True, Esther? It can be your 21st birthday. So who is the main character? Of course, it's you lah. Then your parents. Then you know that day is your birthday, but everyone thinks that as if nothing happened. It's like, hello, today is my birthday. How come nobody wish me happy birthday one? Everyone think like nothing happened. So you're very disappointed, Esther. Then wait. Then suddenly your mom call you, girl, please come to this place. Then you check. Ask me to go hotel for what? Then your daddy bluff you. Oh no, your distant cousin come all the way from China there. So we want to. Then when you go there, it's true. Your distant cousin came from China, visit Singapore. Then you go to the hotel. Then suddenly you open the ballroom. Then they pop out the thing. Happy birthday to you. Get it now. That is the atmosphere. And the rhythm is that. Remember, rhythm is paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, children, Zixing and all of you, please take note. Because today is just to give you a tips of it. Just to give you some ideas, Susan, you know. Along the way, I will share with you this, okay? But there are some classes especially doing for creative writing skill. That means every day they come for my lesson is to write. Okay, there are classes like that, okay? But this one, because this class got paper 1, paper 2, paper 3 comprehensions. So I have to introduce you the whole entire spectrums of the English paper. So give you a better idea. So you are prepared. Right, so the title, remember, I always put the title. In school, they always emphasize the title first. Remember, just now the bacteria like that. But you read through, now you see the bacteria, the editing. Where is the setting? Who is the main character? There's a bacteria and a human, right? What kind of atmosphere when you read through, right, Winnie? So you want to feel, okay, if this is bacteria, what happened to my body? Will my body get injured if I eat something wrong? The rhythm. The rhythm is the flow from paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this definitely will be using here. IP student, let me repeat. This is the most difficult one. Not this one, this 2E. Okay, it's the most difficult one. Okay, let me share with you. Nope. Where's my other? Oh, okay, yeah, this one. You saw this? Set 1 and set 2 creative writing. You're not in the class. So these are the questions that my IP student and my express student will do this. Take a look. This is the one. Set 1 and set 2, no more like once upon a time as I walking, suddenly I heard a noise behind. I turned around, I saw something moving in the bushes. That kind of things. That is primary school. So you are now secondary school. You are writing this kind of essay. After Chinese New Year, there will be questions like for MBA. Winnie, you know what is MBA? Master degree questions. Yes, I got a student was an express student attend a master questions. And it's about leadership or success, can't remember. Next month, then we'll talk about it. So every month, Susan, we have different topics. Okay, so you see? So like I told you already, if you are interested in my lessons, this is what I'm going to drill you to prepare you, not for set 1, for more longer process. So you see, like you see, hawker center, my family and I, atmosphere, using fish spot. Remember last year? No, last week we talked about fish spot. As happy as a lot on Cloud9. There's a fish spot stand for idioms, similes, spaces, occupations, and proverbs. Then we have the introductions, rhythm. Then finally the conclusion, family is together, will stay together. So the title is Food I Like to Eat with My Family. So you see, introduction is to talk about the introduction, how the food in Singapore is. Then the second paragraph, we talk about hawker center food, which is, I did not put this, Hainan Ji Fan. I love Hainanese chicken rice a lot. So the next paragraph is restaurant. I think all of you, sorry?
My school have Hainanese chicken rice.
Oh, I love it. I really love it. And the next paragraph, I think you all heard of Din Tai Fung. If you've never been there, then please go Din Tai Fung. If you write this, I tell you the Amo will be love it. What is Din Tai Fung? So next time I come to Singapore, I must go and patronize Din Tai Fung. Explain to them 那个汉语拼音. So next one, we're talking about my mom. Really, my mom is a cook, is a chef. She used to work in a Japanese family before to sing. So I love Japanese. I learned Japanese. I really learned Japanese from 2 teachers. But you know, if you don't use it as a thing, you know, you need practice, right? Correct now. So in my generation is J-pop, not K-pop. So really Japanese. Of course, I got people say 你是走狗，你怎么可以喜欢这本的？因为这本打我们华人there's different things to sing, okay? But Japanese, in fact, surprisingly, as I say, one of my China students who was in my school, okay? Now he self-study, and now he asked me to write a testimony for him, to sing, and went all the way to Tokyo, one of the university, to study in Tokyo, Japan. He's really a China student, but he's already got a PR or Singapore citizen in Singapore because he served national service in Singapore. All right. So he asked me, Mr. Xiong, he called me Mr. Xiong because he was in my school. Say, Mr. Xiong, can you help me to write a testimonial? I need to show this testimony to the professor in the University in Japan to accept me to study there. He wrote 3 times to sing, and finally go there. Then can't remember his name. I think it's Zhongzhe. Then I asked him, how you learn your Japanese? I say, learn through YouTube and practice. You know the kanji, right? You have to practice the kakiku keiko, nani no ne no, sasisu seiso, right? The kanji. And he do it on his own. 只要有恒心铁半磨成针. It can be done. All right. So this is the one, okay, children. I'm just giving you an idea. So there's no such thing of express or NA or IB.